Is this live? Is this on? I can't tell. Something's going on with my computer. Finally. Hello everybody. Chris Wood here. Just wanted to pop on and say hello to everybody, see how everyone's doing. Congratulations to Bill Woldridge, 149 Center Street, North Napanee, Ontario. Blair Frederick Hardy, Tyler Teabag Lake, Jason Gimpy Two-Step Van Alstyne, Ray LeBlow, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, Robert Berry. After 5 fucking years of being completely injured, deformed, tortured, my skull split, my brain seriously injured, my lungs and my kidneys seriously damaged, been through full physical identity theft and identity changes, which I can show and prove. Compliments of sex slavery trafficking, human trafficking, medical blacklisting, killer, OPP, drug cops, Spencer Mills 14716, ex-chief or commander, year 2019, drove a white Jeep Wrangler. He had me shot on the corner of Bridge and Center Street, August of 2019. Why? I was speaking up of human homeless trafficking and homeless exploitation for monetary gain out of the Morning Star mission. As a result, I became a target. Human traffickers, sex slavery traffickers, once again, ex-chief or commander, year 2019, that drove a white Jeep Wrangler. Staff sergeants, years 2019-2021, kidnapping and sodomy sex assault. Shannon Cork, Dave Weiss, Robert Lucas. Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS. Shelley Hafner, Shannon Cork, Spencer Mills 14716, Robert Kane 7224. Doctors that are criminally and negligently involved in co-committing with criminal negligence an intent to commit and cover up with and for their crimes, false arresting, false charging, extortions, kidnapping, stalking, surrounded hands on guns by the police to prevent anything legal on them or anyone else. Doctors that are criminally and negligently involved in co-committing and covering up crimes, medical file falsifier, name falsifier, medical blacklister, and girlfriend to Stacy, the mental health worker that was Daily Tea Company, now Kingston. One Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V. I got CAT scans done after being shot in November of 2019, and afterwards I was pretty much medically blacklisted after Stacy was talking to her. Lies about being suicidal self-harmer, lies about drugs, lies about long criminal record and history, lies about psychological record and history, and none of it is true. I've been completely and totally medically blacklisted. Treatment refusals, discriminations, to prevent me help, to prevent me proof, full skull splitting, once again, lung and kidney damage, full identity theft, and not being able to do anything about it with 100% proof. The drug trafficking that has taken place in Napanee, the stalking, the sex slavery, the kidnappings, and the murders. One Bill Woldridge, 149 Center Street North, Napanee. He was stalking my mother. He thinks that he and I were switched at birth. He thinks that he is my dad. And he also believes that he is Harry Potter, but when he was stalking my mother, he was calling my mother Mom too. The psychotic piece of shit. Him and Blair Hardy were using what is called remote neural monitoring on my mother. As a result, because it gives off EMFs and high radiation, it caused her cancer and it caused her death, and it was done with intent. They murdered her through it. Tyler Teabag Lake and one Ray LeBlanc are guilty of torturing and killing my dog, Runt, in March 2023. Tyler Teabag Lake, or Jason Gimpy Two-Step Van Alstyne, he is guilty of being involved with my identity theft. These are crack-fed meth traffickers, fentanyl dealers, and they are committing homicides and torture crimes with and for OPP since 2019 because of me speaking of the human homeless trafficking again and the homeless exploitation for monetary gain. My skull's been split. I'm having problems thinking right now, so if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry, but the whole right side of my head is completely and totally numb. I have no feeling. I get hypoxia on a daily basis. I have been kicked out of the hospital, causing me serious lung damage through ex-CEO Cubby Duck. I have been falsely arrested and charged to prevent me help and proof because of bullshit lies and labels that were put on me. Dangerous cops and doctors that are used in these bullshit narratives about drugs and suicide and criminal record and history and psychological record and history is because when they're committing these torture crimes and the murders, this is how they're being covered up, using those bullshit narratives against their victims. And that's a fact. If anybody wants to see what OPP is truly about, just check out my Facebook, check out my TikTok, check out my YouTube, check out my Instagram. I have lots of pictures and proof to show the fucking changes I've been through, the serious deforming, the mutilations, while being called a delusional, hallucinating retard by doctors who are criminally and negligently involved with intent. The drug trafficking, the sex slavery trafficking, torture crimes, murders, cover-ups. And it all started through the Morning Star mission. The homeless exploitation, a place where they're using that as a charitable place to collect fucking money for bullshit means. The whole right side of my body is completely and totally fucking numb. I'm having problems walking. I'm having problems thinking. It feels like I'm getting air or something blowing through my fucking head. This all started after I was shot in August of 2019 by XOPP chief and somebody in a black truck, and it was on the corner of Center and Bridge Street, and it happened approximately 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I cannot and will not forget that day. And then I was delivered food from one David Smith, and after that, one Spencer Mills showed up at my place to basically let me know that if I did not stop talking about what was happening, there would be serious consequences. And he was 100% right. My medical rights, my legal rights, my human rights have been taken from me. I have not been able to get arrest done on anybody, no matter how much I can prove crime being done to me, because this is a revenge crime on me from the police, using Bill Wooldridge once again, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, Ray LeBlanc, Bobbert Berry, Bert Hustler, who is allegedly an ex-NHL hockey player for the Philadelphia Flyers and the Hartford Whalers. The one known as Bill Wooldridge, the one that thinks that he and I were switched at birth, he is allegedly Hells Angels Ontario chapter captain. Allegedly. He used to stalk children at Tim Hortons. He frequents the Loaf and Ale and Coffee Cravings in Napanee. And that's a picture of him. He's now bald, glasses, approximately 70 years old. He's a heroin addict. He's a sex slavery trafficker, pedophile. Ray LeBlanc, a child groomer, and he's guilty of being involved with torturing and murdering my dog, and also guilty of stalking and attempted murder on me. Jason Gimpy Two-Step Van Alstyne, guilty of my identity theft, which can be 100% proven. I look like this piece of shit now, and I can prove it 100%. He is crack-fed, crackhead, fentanyl dealer. He is dealing laced fentanyl and committing overdose murders within Kingston and Napanee as well. He is guilty of multiple homicides, the piece of shit, and he is getting away with it because he is a stroke victim. That is one Blair Frederick Hardy, meth trafficker, guilty of rapes, guilty of financial thefts and frauds, identity thefts and frauds, insurance frauds, forgeries, homicides. He allegedly has a meth lab in Tweed, Ontario, and he is also allegedly boyfriend to Spencer Mills 14716. These are the accomplices and co-offenders with and for them, and they cannot be arrested. guilty of animal tortures, guilty of murders, attempted murder with intent to commit. He is a meth-fed little piece of shit who cannot be arrested also. So, they are very seriously dangerous. There is also Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, a Bobbert Berry, a Burt Hustler once again, who thinks that he is an NHL hockey player for the Philadelphia Flyers and Hartford Whalers. They are using what is called the R&M on me, the remote neural monitoring, which is a nano microchip implant, and it's been in use since the 60s, and not a lot of people are aware of it. These sex offenders are using this because it enables invasive surveillance on their victims. As crazy as that may sound, it enables invasive surveillance so they can see everything their victims see. This is how they are committing their financial thefts and frauds as well against their victims, and nobody might even be aware of it. They can see this. It's a pedophile's tech of the fucking sick pedophile because, like I said, it enables invasive surveillance. So they can see basically their victims having sex if they're adults. They can see them go into the bathroom, pissing, shitting, showering, whatever the case may be. Once again, I realize how crazy this sounds, but it's 100% truth. It also is for destruction of a person's central nervous system as well, to basically torture and murder them. Slow kill. This is what has been taking place with me for 5 fucking years. I was also made homeless and kicked out of Napanee for a full entire year because of this. Because allegedly certain hospital or people did not want me in this town, so I was kicked out of this town because of me being able to show and prove the crimes that have been taking place with me. My neck being completely and totally elongated, my head being short and flat and rounded out, many different ways, shapes, and sizes, and not being able to do anything about it. Regardless, I hope everybody is having a good day. I hope everybody is safe. The damage is done with me. Time is bought. And there's not a damn thing I can do. Once again, my legal rights, my medical rights, my human rights have been taken. And my identity theft and changes, which I've been talking about, 100% prove it. As well as the serious deforming and everything else. So beware, people. The police named criminal negligent doctors, justice of the peace, accusations, obstructions, threats, intimidations, being made homeless for a full year while being fucking completely and totally deformed, injured, and tortured. And it's revenge retaliation on me. because these pieces of shit are getting high on their fucking meth. They're getting high on their fucking crack and their fentanyl and everything else, and they're using the R&M on me. My skull's been split. I have shown it and proven it, in case I'm called a fucking liar by doctors, because I wasn't able to do anything about it or get help for it. Once again, Tyler Teabag Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, Ray LeBlanc, Bill Wooldridge, Blair Frederick, Gerbler Hardy, Bert Hitman Hustler, Robert Berry. They are the human traffickers, sex slavery traffickers, and they're also guilty of murders and attempted murders in Napanee, so beware, because nothing can be done.